Today, Friday, May 9th, 2025. Today's EON rant is brought to you by the city of Boston and their fans and their radio show. 98.5 FM Boston with the show called Felger and Maz. And basically, basically, they're going on a rampage about how the Knicks aren't scary. Like obviously they're a Boston show and they're biased. Understand it, and they're just not gracious and like they don't respect anybody. That's not them. Which that's what Boston is. There's just arrogant fan base and arrogant people over there. I get it. I'm from New York. I mean, it's not like that much better at times, but I mean, like at least years later, at least we respect like competition. I think sometimes, and when we lose, we do blame our team, but we do tip our hat to the other side at times. Boston, they'll never do it. They'll always say they got injured. They'll always say that it's their fault and nothing to do with the other team. The other team wasn't even on the floor. It didn't even matter. And that's them. That's them. They're down 2-0 to a team, and they say, "Oh, it's like they don't even count. They don't even matter." Like they're so upset that Knick fans after the game in Boston, when the security she screamed like a witch to get everyone out. It wasn't even that much after the game. It's not a big deal. It happened. This happens all the time, and they're just upset. They whatever. That's who they are. And then when they won the championship in 2008, I mean, you could just say it was a different world. But when they did not allow the Laker bus to leave, like that's Boston. They don't respect competition. They don't understand how it works. How it's like, okay, there are two sides to every win, and that's Boston. That's the city of Boston. That's the fans of Boston, and it doesn't matter. I've always said this about. I'll be honest with you, as a Yankee fan, like I hate the Red Sox, everyone else. Okay, whatever. The other teams they didn't really have competition against. So why do I hate them? No, I hate them because they're fans. And I'm just gonna say this as straight up, like fuck Boston. Like that's all I gotta say. Like they're terrible. They're awful. They're they're disgusting. They've no class whatsoever. And I think New York, yes, we do scream these F stuff, and we don't like some people. That is true who disrespect us. But I think when guys beat us, we like tip our caps and say, yeah, he kind of has us by the tails. I think Big Poppy we didn't like so much, but we knew the guy killed us. Like that we understood it. That's how it works. But then you have like these Boston fans. Like yes, they're very knowledgeable in sports. They know everything. They there's nothing they don't know. You can't fool them. I'll give them that. That's for sure. But when it comes to a team like beating them, like up 2-0, they say, "Oh, they mean nothing. They're trash." And it's not like they can't come back this series. But don't tell me like, "Oh, the Knicks they're not a threat. They're trash like 5 years ago." And if I had to bet my money, whatever, they're the same team as 5 years. They're not. They're not the same team as 5 years ago. They might be a transient team for 1 or 2 years, and the Celtics, because you guys are spoiled as heck. They're always relevant. They might not be the best team, but they're always freaking relevant. It sucks. It just but as a Knicks fan and the Red Sox and the difference is with the other sport, the Yankees are always relevant, but they never get over the hump. And you guys, every 3 4 years, you win the championship, and then you stink for 4 years, and you do the same thing. Yeah, it's annoying, right? But you guys are spoiled sports fans, and I get it. The one sport that you guys are probably it's your fourth least favorite sport of the four sports is probably football. But you got to Tom Brady for 100 years, so you guys pretended like it was a great football city when it really wasn't. It was just Tom Brady was taking over the headlines. But yeah, you guys never claimed like another team beat you ever. You guys didn't even like Peyton Manning. Like you guys don't respect anybody. I wonder like because in the '90s you guys were not really that relevant, so suddenly Michael Jordan you never really had like a major issue with him because he was you were never a threat to him. So I imagine if like you guys were a threat to Michael Jordan, you guys would probably say F Michael Jordan to this day. I don't see any fan base to this day doing that. Every fan base adores Mike to this day. Whatever you say, it's like, oh, that's Michael Jordan. But Boston, they'll do. It would be different if it was Boston and he beat you like 3 times. You probably would be like going crazy. I'll give you credit. You guys did cheer for Derek Jeter at the end. You guys gave him tipped his cap to him. But besides for that, you guys don't respect anybody. Like this is the time to be like, yeah, the Knicks are a threat. We got to win this series. When you call a team trash, being up 2-0 against them, it's ridiculous. Being down to them, my bad. It's like, no, they're a threat. Respect it. And Dave Portnoy, like, you guys, you come on. You're from Michigan. You were relevant for 100 years, and then you get up and like, yeah, we won the most national championships. Yeah, you guys didn't win in like 160, 70 years or something. And then you pretend like you win all the time, and now you do nothing. Oh, and Ohio State wins, and you guys, oh yeah, but we still beat them. They still lost to Michigan. Like, dude, you guys, they won the national championship. Ohio State the year after. They've been dominating the past 30 years in that rivalry, but you always pretend like, yeah, we run the rivalry. No, you don't. You don't. You don't run the rivalry because you haven't run it in the past 30 years. And by the so Ohio State lost to Michigan this past year, and then but you obviously bring your chest. It's like they never won a national championship. You don't talk about it. You guys are nuts. You guys have no class, no respect for the other side. When the other side beats you, it's just ridiculous. And don't tell me not a threat. They're automatically going to 6 games. It's a real series over here. And they're going to the Garden. I just want the Knicks to sweep them. I don't know if they are. They can. And the Knicks are not like, it's not night and day, the talent between these two teams. It's not. It's not. It's actually like pretty close. And they're long as you. They could chuck up as many threes as you if you want to play that game. And you guys live and die by the three. You guys don't really. Sorry, you guys don't really run an offense. Everything's all the top of the key. Chuck, chuck, chuck. I mean, you guys won a championship that way. Good for you. You're champion forever with that team. But don't give me that like you guys are just unbeatable and you're inconquerable. You're not. You're not. And respect the fact that the other team beats you. But I respect one guy who played for you for most of his career, and he was a lifelong Celtic, Paul Pierce. Everybody wants to trash him for like not going barefoot for 20 miles. I mean, he didn't. It was exaggeration barefoot, but he did walk. He walked a long time to get to work. And I give him credit for it. He had to do it. That was part of the bet. And be careful with these bets. I just don't blindly do bets because things can happen. And the New York Knicks, they're a legit team. I don't understand like this whole thing. They're a 51-win team. They obviously like know how to play, but whatever. This is not like Patriots Giants undefeated. That was crazy. Because the Giants, to be honest, had no business playing with the Patriots, and they won the Super Bowl. So, and then a couple weeks before that, they actually was a close game. But you guys, Boston, you guys never respect anything. You guys knew you were losing Jacoby Ellsbury. Everyone knew it years ago, and then you booed him, like whatever. And I know he was a terrible contract with the Yankees, but like, come on, you knew he was Scott Boras, his client. He was going to take the most money he can. Okay, so the Yankees were in the mix. I mean, like, gosh, I don't know. I don't. For me myself, I can't say obviously players that played war for the Yankees before went to the Red Sox too, the opposite way. But for me, I never hated a guy for going to the Red Sox after. I never cared. Not cared, but I understood like that's how it works. It's just the business. But like you guys just hate that, and you guys be like, you can't blame for another team. And the Knicks, I don't understand. You guys really never had a thing with the Knicks. And I get it. Knicks fans are excited for the first time in forever. And you guys pretend like, yeah, they're the same team. They're the same trash as they were 150 years ago. No, they're not. It's a different team. It's a different time. It could be short term, but you guys don't respect the fact when you have this guy, Michael Felger and Jim Murray, going at it like, oh, they're trash, just like they were. I know he was exaggerating about it 5 years ago, but it's like it's the same team as last year and 2 years ago. Every year's different. This is the best Knick team which is not good of their history since 2000 or since 1999, since they made the finals, and they were an 8 seed because it was a 50-game season, so there wasn't that long of a season. If there would have been 82 games, I would assume they would have been like a 5th seed or a 4th seed, but who knows? It's irrelevant. But this is the best team of the best Knick team of the century, of this century so far, and that doesn't mean it's a good history. But you guys were like that the first couple years of the century too. I remember that, but whatever. You guys got Kevin Garnett, and then you guys been relevant. You've been relevant ever since, and you guys just love it and pretend like nothing happens. That's all I gotta say. Like, have some class. Like, please. This is a serious now. Not saying be nervous, but like, oh, that trash. Okay. Have a good one, guys. Good weekend.